All right, it's Saturday morning, June 19th, and I'm about 2 3/4 mile down the trail from where I camped. As I said last night, I had to go an extra 4 miles to get to where water was. It's kind of a pretty scene the way this is. It's just the trail just came out of the woods on. And trail started uphill this morning for the first mile and a half. Now it's downhill to a road crossing, and then I'm assuming back uphill again. Boy, that water at the where I camped last night was awesome. I drank a lot. And I made sure I drank plenty this morning and had both of my bottles full before leaving. And well, this is heavy coverage here. Anyway, good day, and I will continue. I may try to do another 18-mile day today because there's a hostel I want to reach on Monday with the chance of bad weather on Tuesday, unless that goes away. So to do that, I need to keep up a couple good days. It's at mile 605, and I'm at mile 558, 59. So I've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days of hiking to get there. Another pretty spot. Just I like the change of pace, getting out into these pastures and meadows. Come across a couple large cow patties, but they look old, so I guess cows are in here some time during the year. Up and over that hill, the cars went down the road I just came off of. It's a great morning view. The reasonably clear weather. I came from down, up and over those hills back there. There's a road I'll walk down a little ways. Hey there. And just continuing on. All right, getting ready to head back into the woods. So far, I'm about 3.5 miles in. Yeah, it's a beautiful farm. Just the trail just came from that direction. Old barn. Another old barn, and then a house, and this is the driveway. And so I'm assuming, I don't see any markings, the trail goes across this bridge. Nice to see all this water. All right, time to pull out gut hooks and make sure I am on the trail. Well, almost went down the road I was heading unnecessarily, just across the bridge and to the right. Here's the entrance to the trail. A little bit camouflaged, but not so much. Well, I've had several of these in the last 2 3 miles. I'll say they're not my favorites to go over with a pack on, but they're effective to get over a fence. Interesting tree. Looks like the open mouth of an elephant with his trunk up in the air. Well, you can see the trail off in the distance I just came from, and the great views behind it. And getting ready to head back into the woods. Unfortunately, halfway across that field here, I realize I've dropped my hat somewhere. I had it dangling around my water bottle when I was in the shade. And anyway, now it's gone. So I'm hoping the guys that were at the campsite last night coming up behind me will find it. I started back and realized it could be back a long ways. I have no idea. So hopefully I have a camp here in a few hours. All right, I'm 8 1/4 miles in. Just stopped for about a 25-minute lunch break at the something mall shelter. And continuing on, it's about 11:45, somewhere around there. And there's a water source, and there was one at the shelter, but it was a couple hundred yards away and down a hill. And I'm good on water. There's a river a little over 3 miles away that the footbridge over it is washed out, so you have to ford the river. And that's supposed to be over knee deep, so that'll be interesting. But plenty of water. I can completely fill both my bottles in. And at that point, as of right now, I have about 8.5 miles left to go for the day. So to the next shelter where I'd like to stay. So that should be good. It's a pleasant trail now. Had a good uphill, man, coming out of all those pastures where I lost my hat. And but now it's a nice level trail for a while. Stay this way, I hope, for a bit. I just came upon this fine specimen of a, pretty sure it's a rat snake. And he doesn't seem to be worried about me, and I'm not worried about him, so I'm just gonna go on by. See you later, buddy. Hey, there you go. You can stay there. Sorry to wake you up. All right, I'm safely across the river. Good, I just grabbed some more water. I'm gonna filter that. Here's the old bridge that's washed out. And obviously there's not much river to ford right now. To ford, I took my hiking shoes off and put on my sandals because the cold water felt good on my feet. And you might be able to see that yellow rope hanging down that someone strung between both banks. So it was easy to hold on to anyway, but the water was not more than 6 inches deep. Anyway, but it did feel good, and I got fresh water and let my feet dry off, and I put my shoes back on and continue on. Well, I'm nearing the end of the day. I've been 15.8 miles. Could have stopped at 14 miles at a campsite, because the next 4 miles after that we're straight up for 2,000 feet to the next shelter, but it's supposed to be incredible views. Might be some cloudy weather tomorrow, so I didn't want to miss those. And also I could either start the day tomorrow with this hard climb or finish it today, which I'd rather finish it. So I can tell I definitely lost some of my trail legs in a month off, I guess, as you would expect, even though I was doing some stationary bike and climbing Stone Mountain, but obviously not enough. This has been hard. I'm already over 4,600 feet of gain for today. And I got another 1,000 feet to go, I think, to it's about 500 feet a mile on this 4 miles up to the top of this shelter. I'm just about 2 miles done. I'll enjoy it when I get up there. All right, I reached this, just came across this long field I started the filming at. There's a pond. And the good news is, down this trail is a water source. The one up by the shelter is questionable. After yesterday, I'm not gonna take a chance, so I'm gonna drink what I can, fill up both bottles, and then carry at least 2 more liters with me up to the shelter for tonight and cooking, and make sure I have full bottles in the morning when I leave. So, heading down to this water source. What to do here. There's the direction I just came from, through this pasture, I guess, I don't know. But this is an indication of the views I'll have. That's awesome. I'm at 17.2 miles, so just 0.8 of a mile to go. And you can see the trail kind of curve to the left and back to the right at the top of that ridge up ahead, right before the trees. There's nothing but trees on the side. Came out of the woods in that direction. This is the first totally enclosed shelter I've come across. I think I'm going to stay in there. The last forecast had rain tonight, but I'm going to check that and see, because it's kind of a little bit on the warm side. So there is a couple of windows and great views. I'll have to go out there a little bit later and check it out. Well, It is an awesome shelter. A little warm in there, and the forecast changed to just cloudy tonight. So I set up my tent outside. It's gonna be more comfortable. But it got some awesome views from the shelter. Some beautiful valley out there. I'll be heading that direction tomorrow, but don't know. I'm sure I skirt to the right, maybe around to those mountains over there in the background on the right. Oh boy, I'm tired. That was a hard day. I'm glad to be here and not have to do these 4 miles tomorrow.